never once.
I'm reviewing the iPhone app and it looks amazing. You seem to have really embraced the new technology available. Do you have any other plans?
Man, I'm really excited with the phone apps. I really think that more and more people are going to be doing everything through the phone, you know. They can, you know, besides talking on the phone, they have internet, they have browser, they have text message, they have, you know, TV, they have whatever. So it's really, really important to give access and spread the word of Jiu-Jitsu through this new tool, which is the apps on the phone. So I really think it's going to be the future. So that's why we're really, really targeting that kind of thing. So I really, really believe it's going to be giant in the near future, you know.
Why do you think technology is the way to go? And do you ever see anyone progressing from just online teaching?
I think that nothing is better than being on the mats with a teacher, with a qualified teacher. Nothing is better than that, and nothing substitute that. However, online programs is maybe the best supplementary program that you can have to do an upgrade on Jiu-Jitsu. So if you have access to big names and consolidated instructors through online or through any other kind of resource that you can see, I think is really, really valuable and important. But like I said, the primary source is always being on the mat with a great instructor. If you can't have it, go ahead and go on the mat and then use, you know, better instructors online.
What is your philosophy behind teaching and training? What do you see as important for students and teachers?
Training first, I always have to think that the most important thing is for you to kick laziness on the butt all the time, and you gotta really, really try to push forward and try to train as much as possible in an intelligent way. I really think that you have to try at the school to go in the strong spots of your partner. Somebody has a great guard, they always try to pass this guy's guard. It's the opposite as a tournament and a fight, that you're going to try to go in his weak spots. But in training, it's the opposite. That's why like the biggest names in Jiu-Jitsu are where they are. And I really think that you have to keep your minds open in training, to always observe another knowledge and observe a lot what's going on, and experiment new things. And don't be scared to tap, because you'll be tapped. If you are not tapping, it means that you're not risking, so it's never a good sign. For teaching, I really think that my main philosophy in teaching is that I want my students to be better than me. So I don't hide any knowledge from students. I wanted to try to show as much as I can, and to make sure that they are progressing in a pace that in the near future they're going to be better than me, and so that the art's going to be always evolving, you know. So I really think that teaching is important for you to be always teaching everything that you know, sharing your knowledge with everybody that you know.
You have spoken a lot recently about other styles and instructors in the past. I'm a Gracie fighter and love it, but what is it you think puts Gracie BJJ at the peak?
I mean, whenever it was style against style matter, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu proved to be, you know, the most effective martial art on earth, hands down. This doesn't happen anymore because everybody knows Jiu-Jitsu, so it's more like athlete against athlete now. But what I really love about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu taught by the Gracies, is that it's an art that always evolves. You know, it's so amazing to see that you can learn things every single day through anybody. So that's why it's so intriguing, because it never ends, you know. That's why people get attracted, and normally a lot of people try other styles of martial arts, but they stick to Jiu-Jitsu, you know, because Gracie or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is something that it's basically infinite, that never ends. So that's why the beauty of the sport is, or the martial art is.
Do you know how much impact the Provoking a Giant video has had, especially in the UK? It is everywhere, and even non-BJJ people are asking me about who you are.
The Provoking the Giant? What did I say? I don't even remember. I have so many. So how come a guy say that our system is worse because you don't do that? They never trained there, you know? If they want to prove, go to a Gracie bar and try to train with some of our guys. You know what I mean? That's simple. Go there. Okay, I want to do like One intro lesson. Don't even to pay. Here in my school, you're invited.
That's the one where the guy said that Gracie Baja doesn't train hard. They don't throw punches. And
Okay,
he invited
okay,
them to come here to try.
Yeah, they don't know what they say, you know. Like with the internet is really good. Maybe the most important thing on the communication wise. But I mean, also it's very convenient for the cowards to speak whatever they want behind the keyboard, you know, because whatever they say, you know, they are like miles and miles, and sometimes like in another ocean, in another continent. So okay, they can say pretty much whatever they want, and they don't put their names, their real names on that. So you know, they say a bunch of things. I mean, they don't know what they're talking about, and who are they, you know? Sometimes they didn't even train, you know, and I mean, they say stuff that they begin to put on the internet, and then gets like a big proportion. Some things begin to think it's true, and I mean, you have to ask whoever is in the organization, or whoever understands a little bit of the subject. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ask like something about like a really rare disease to a guy who's not a doctor. Come on, you know, it's kind of the same thing. But it is what it is, you know. I'm glad that you guys like. I hope you guys like it, the video, you know. Because, you know, one thing that I do, I always say the truth, you know. I'm really transparent, and I say what I think. And that's always going to be like that.
Do you think students should also compete as well as just train?
I think the students should do whatever they want, you know. I think competition is just one part of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I really think that competing is really good experience, even though you're not a really big fan of competition, because competition brings your inner fear, and if fighting against your inner fear is always an interesting thing to do, you know. I really also think that if you do jiu-jitsu for the reason of the love of the sport, for the lifestyle, and for getting better shape or getting more confidence, is maybe more important than anything else. So competition, if you want to. Nobody's obligated to do any competition. Nobody is obligated to be the champion. But if you want to be the champion, you're going to have the tools to be one. That's my philosophy behind all that.
Finally, can I just say thank you so much for taking time to talk to me and answer my questions. And I was wondering what we would have to do to get you to run a seminar at our gym in Sheffield, as we are all massive fans, especially our head instructor, John Goldson.
Man, I love England. I was in England like maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was just vacations with my family. That will be my pleasure, you know. Like, I have a tight schedule, but I would love to go out there and, you know, share the match with you guys. And maybe next time I go to Rio, we can arrange something. That will be my pleasure.
Cool. Thank you.
Boa.